Hello friends, it's me AG and welcome to our second part of our Northland road trip vlog series. We are here at the beautiful seaside town of Mangonui, a seaside fishing village. We are here to visit a local institution, the Katz's Deli, the Bonchi, the Ichiran of the fish and chips world. I am talking of course of the legendary, world famous in New Zealand, Mangonui Fish Shop. I'm incredibly excited. We are also going to be visiting Kerikeri today after we visit the Mangonui Fish Shop. So stick around with us as we explore and eat our way throughout Northland. Let's go! Alright, here we are friends. We have made it to the Mangonui Fish Shop here at the little quaint seaside town of Mangonui. It's an absolutely beautiful restaurant with a prime location. It's basically like your normal fish and chips shop on steroids. Pretty much got the whole ocean. Like my dad ordered some, I ordered some. It is quite pricey, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it. Let's eat. Alright, we got the whole ocean, folks. We got the whole ocean.
Alright, it's me, Eliana, the seafood correspondent, is back with some seafood chowder. There's some bits and pieces of seafood, some fish, some shrimp, and I think mussel. And then obviously got a dinner roll to catch it up with, so let's give it a go. That just warms your spirit and soul if I had one.
I have no soul.
It's like seafoody, but it's not like that heavy chowder that makes you feel like super bloated afterwards. It's quite light, very much a nice comforting dish. So we also got a king prawn basket. As you can see, it comes with fried king prawn and some shoestring fries. Obviously, squirt a bit of lemon on it. I'm gonna try it without the aioli first, just to see what it tastes like by itself. It's plump. It has that slight sweet prawn flavor, and you know, I'm sure because they fried it well, you can eat the tail. Oh yeah. So I also am gonna dip it in aioli, which I already did. So. It's over. Once the aioli steps in, it's over. It just got like 10 times better with that aioli. It's like a bit sweet, a bit tart. Perfect.
Alright, let's get this seafood party started. We got 3 fish. We got hoki, blue nose, and lemon fish. It's only hoki that I've ever seen in a fish and chip shop. So blue nose and lemon fish are quite new to me. I hope they're good. We're gonna escalate into the price scale, so we're gonna start with the cheapest fish first, the hoki. I already drizzled on some lemon, but I'm gonna taste it by itself. Oh yeah. That's really good. Man, I love that batter. It's so like paper thin. Doesn't feel too greasy. It's really good. And the fish itself, it's very nice. That lemon gives it that slight tang, which I love. Very nice. You know what, actually, I'm gonna do a little English here and add some vinegar. Alright, that should be enough. English time. Oh, that's really good as well. It's like a more intense acidity, which I really love. That's just a really nice high quality fish. Some more tomato sauce for the last bite. You can't beat the classic combination. That Waddy's tomato sauce. Very nice. Next up, lemon fish. Apparently it is a type of shark. I don't know. I'll put a photo of it somewhere, but let's dig in. Like you can already tell that flavor difference. Like the flake is much bigger in this. Like the hoki was like tiny flakes, which is still nice, but you know, this is a different take. But it's still a really great fish. I'm gonna dip it into the ways. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like as much as it's delicious, like, you know, dipping it into the tomato sauce, I feel like it kind of ruins the experience of just appreciating the quality of this beautiful fish. But, you know, each to their own, I guess. Added some vinegar. It's just a beautiful, clean tasting fish. My goodness. Also forgot to mention on the side we got some kumara chips. You know, not gonna lie, kumara chips on occasion is vastly superior to your standard potato chips. I don't know, there's just something about it, you know. Crispy, moist, sweet kumara. It's just, yeah, kumara chips, guys. It's so good. Also some beer battered chips that it's very fat and chunky, long and but chunky. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just fat but thin at the same. Never. It's good.
What does your shirt say?
See this? I am dressed for the occasion, guys. I'm telling me lies. I'll buy fries. I'm not gonna buy you fries. Buy it. You know, as much as I enjoy Watis with takeaways like this, me and Yambi are firmly in the Heinz tomato ketchup camp. You know, we grew up with Heinz. We didn't really grow up with Watis. Like, I know. I'm not gonna lie. If you've watched our best fish and chips video, there's countless comments saying, "Bro, why'd you use Heinz and not Watis tomatoes?" I was like, I know. We only have Heinz in the house. We do not have Watis tomato sauce because we don't have use for it because we are firmly in the Heinz tomato ketchup camp. A bit of a controversial take, us living in New Zealand especially, but Heinz tomato ketchup is our boy. Me and Yami are firmly in the Heinz tomato ketchup camp. Last, but certainly not least, the most expensive one at like $13-ish per fillet, the blue nose. Oh, ooh, that hits different, friends. Oh wow. That's so delicate and like, and so soft and succulent and juicy and. Wow, it doesn't flake like the other ones. Like, I don't know, like the flaking structure in this fish is just so much more different. It just, there's like millions of vertical strands in the fish that just gives it an incredibly I've never had a fish and chips fish with this incredible texture before. I see why it's like the most expensive one now. Like, it's because it's my favorite. My goodness. I will dip it in some tartar sauce. They do recommend, I mean, you know, you have the tartar sauce with the fish. It's just magical, creamy, fatty, slightly acidic, which is very nice. I don't know, I still like the blue nose by itself just because it's such an incredible fish.
Where's he going? What is he ordering today? Hello.
And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Now is our time!
Alright, that was a fantastic way to start the day at the world famous in New Zealand, the Mangonui Fish Shop, an institution here at Mangonui. It's one of the best fish and chips I've ever had. Not gonna lie, it was quite pricey. That was like over $100 for that whole meal. But what you get, definitely, okay, let me just show you, alright? Let me just...
See, look, I forgot to mention this as well. There's the fish shop. That is basically where they get their fish. So you are paying a premium on the quality.
But all their fish is sustainably caught. They're all line caught. There's no like trawling fish with those big nets, and they just, you know, they are. It's so basically you are paying a premium for the quality, the location. If you can't afford the experience at the Mangonui Fish Shop, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, I hear that the Mangonui Hotel does fish and chips for much cheaper, so that's still a reasonable alternative when you are here at Mangonui. What was your favorite?
My one, surprisingly, was the hoki. That was also my mom's favorite, just because it was a bit more melt in your mouth, more
Agreed.
soft, I guess.
Yes,
So, yeah.
I think yes. Just any fish that you get, you're not gonna be disappointed. And yeah, that was the legendary Mangonui Fish Shop for you. We're just gonna go to. I think we're just gonna explore the town for a bit, and then afterwards we're gonna go to Kerikeri.
Kerikeri.
Yes, which I'm very excited for. Let's go.
Scale of 1 to 10, how excited, Yandu?
10.
Our early New Zealand childhood is just flashing back at us in the best way possible. We're back at Makana, baby. Oh, a vibe.
We're going all out here, and by all out, I mean my brother's going all out because this is probably around like $100, and I'm only contributing 20. Oh yeah.
Of course, you leech.
I'm a leech, and
You
I'm
leech.
proud.
Oh, how rude of me, guys, to just barge into Makana without introducing it to you. But let's throw it back to our early years in New Zealand, 2007, 2008, 2009. If you watched our earlier video, you would know that Paihia was one of our favorite childhood destinations. We've been here like 4 or 5 times already, and we would always stop at Kerikeri along the way. Man, I remember as a kid, we were just driving along Kerikeri, and out of the corner of our eye, we saw this place, Makana. What could this be? What mysterious place is this? But it looked nice, so we went in, and the next is history. They are by far one of the best confectionery makers in the whole of New Zealand. Their sweets are nothing short of legendary, to us at least. But ever since we've come here, they've finally opened a new cafe as well. So not only can you buy some delicious confections, you can also sate your sweet tooth with some gelato, some gâteaux, some desserts, some coffee, some hot chocolate. It's a very cool and beautiful addition to this lovely childhood place of ours. But now the biggest difference, guys, from those innocent youth years of ours back in the early 2000s is that I have money now. We went all out today at Makana. I remember when we came here, we get like 2 or 3 if we were feeling quite lucky back in the day. But now we have just blown it out of the water. I'm just gonna run down what we got today. Firstly, some of their legendary citrus squares. This is Yambi's favorite, I believe. It's basically just like, you know, like jellied citrus coated with sugar. It's really nice. Some macadamia caramel corn. I mean, just look at that golden macadamia, and they do not skimp on that caramel coating. I'm sure this will be. Oh, I just realized this is the front. But yes, I'm sure this will be good as well. Some chocolate dipped citrus peel. I was like, I haven't tried this before. I have the money. Let's buy it. I'm sure it'll be good as well. Just to get some, you know, like chocolate square action, some Marlboro sea salt caramels, and finally the big boys, the one that we would always get back in the day when we had quite limited choice. First, the legendary, the macadamia butter toffee crunch. This is heaven in a bite. This is one of the best confections I've ever had in my life. It's just a legend. And finally, I think, in our humble opinion, the best confection that you can get in Makana, their Very Berry Toffee Crunch. It's basically the macadamia butter toffee crunch, but with like a berry twist. So not only is it just chocolate and caramel, but you get that nice tart acidity from the berries. Just trust us when we say, visit Makana, you will not regret it, especially if you get the Very Berry Toffee Crunch and the Macadamia Butter Toffee Crunch. Your lives will be changed, friends. We're just gonna explore the town of Kerikeri for now, go to Rainbow Falls, go to the Kerikeri Town Center. Let's go. Hello. I am at peak relaxation at the moment under the shade of this beautiful tree, but we have made it here to our next stop, the historic Kerikeri Mission Station. This is one of the most historic places in the whole of New Zealand, just set in a very picturesque stream and location. This is the site of one of the first permanent European settlements in the entirety of New Zealand and home to New Zealand's oldest buildings. To the right here, we've got Kemp House, and this is the oldest building in New Zealand, which makes it by default the oldest wooden building in New Zealand as well. It's got the oldest European style garden as well, which is very beautiful. Just a very beautiful, charming house. And here to my right is the Stone Store, the oldest stone building in New Zealand and still operating when it opened. Whenever it opened, I will put it here, but it is still a functioning store to this day. Just a very quaint, charming stone store. And just a tiny bit of food history. Kerikeri is the site where the first passion fruits, the first avocados, the first grapes, and the first citruses were planted in New Zealand. And Kerikeri is still famous for their citrus to this day. Other than that, a short walk away is the Kororipo Pa, which used to be the pa that oversaw and defended this area back in the early days of European settlement. And also St. James Church up a hill, just a 5-minute walk away. This is a very cute and quaint church. Overall, this area is just a very lovely place to relax and unwind. You've got cafes, you've got restaurants if you fancy something to eat, and yeah, it's just a very lovely area. Alright fam, we have made it back to Paihia. It is dinner time. I'm absolutely famished. The last time we ate was at the Mangonui Fish Shop, so I'm quite hungry. We have hit up Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack here at Central Paihia. We just got a massive rib platter and some sides. I'm very excited. Let's eat.
No need to go to the gym.
Okay.
So this is one.
Yeah. Okay.
What the freak?
Yeah, let's put it here.
Okay. Wow. That's all I have to say. I mean, look at this. Look at this massive, massive rib platter. Man, when it came out, we were just like, oh, it's that big. It comes with everything. It comes with chicken wings, a whole heaping of fries and wedges and onion rings, some sausages, the ribs, of course, a prawn cocktail. This is a death wish for sure, but I will die happily today. Let's see. Well, it takes one step to climb a mountain, so I'm just gonna take one little step and take a bite of the sausage. Ooh, a little bit hot, but man, that's just meat goodness. This is so porky, and I love the texture of the skin. It has a really nice bite to it. Very good sausage. All right, some crab dick. Anyway, some crab dip with some bread. Nice and smooth, and I love that crab flavor. I don't know if it's real crab, maybe it's fake crab. Who knows? It's good either way. Very nice. Next up, prawn cocktail. Quite refreshing. Those prawns are really lovely and flavorful. Love that mayo-y component of it. Lovely. All right, next there's smoked wings. You know, it's nice and smoky. The chicken wings are just succulent and juicy. Very good. I feel like I'm on an episode of Hot Ones, right? That sweet sauce as well. Or glaze, I mean. Very delicious. Alright, gonna try the battered fish. I mean, you know, it's no Mangonui Fish Shop, but it's alright, pretty comforting. I'll dip in some aioli actually. That's much better. Alright, some onion rings. Classic. Nothing special, it's onion rings, but pretty good. My sister doesn't want the sausage anymore. More for me. Can't get enough. Very good. Oh, this is the point of no return, ladies and gentlemen. I can't use the camera from now on because it's time to eat these monster ribs. Would you look at that? The glaze looks glorious. It looks so pull apart and tender. I'm just gonna dig in.
Drink and drink.
Oh. Oh man. I'm in meat heaven, baby. Carnivore Central. Here we are. Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack doing God's work with these ribs. My goodness. That was just so saucy and tender and fatty and juicy and just fall apart and flaky. All the expletives in the world. It's just good ribs, guys. My goodness. Finger licking. Goodness. Yes. I really tried to keep myself clean, especially my fingers clean when I film. I don't want to get the camera dirty, but there's no escaping from these filthy, delicious ribs from Jimmy Jack's. Oh. Good stuff, good stuff. My sister foresaw this and told us to get steamed veggies and just to end the meal with some nutrients. That's how you negate all the calories from the meat, guys. It's a proven scientific fact. Health. Oh man, that caught me off guard. That was an incredibly monster meal here at Jimmy Jack's. We didn't finish a lot of the carbs, the fries, the wedges. But yeah, I think we're just gonna take most of these for takeaway. It'll definitely be our breakfast for tomorrow. I really need to walk this off, guys. Oh my goodness, that was Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. For you here at Paihia, my goodness. Well, we just went for a little walk around Paihia just because we had to walk off that massive platter from Jimmy Jack's. But it is good night for now. Tomorrow we're going to be exploring the beautiful town of Russell just across the harbor. See you guys tomorrow.